Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you another League of Legends cast. As always lately, we're 1 minute into the game, and for that I am sorry, but we have a Vladimir and a Zac that are having fun together. They both use health to do their spells, so they know each other quite well. They're friends, they're like, hey man, hi. They don't really know what to say to each other. They're both terrible at small talk. Like me, as you can hear. So let's go over the teams quickly, shall we? Before I suffocate myself. So minions have spawned, cool. We have a Hecarim on top for blue team. So that means that the Vladimir we just saw will be in the middle. The Zac of course will be jungling. And Caitlyn and Janna, who are doing the golems first, will be on the bottom lane. They'll be up against a Blitzcrank and the Ezreal, who will not be doing wolves first, for apparently it's the Mr. Mundo that wants to do the wolves first, meaning that, of course, Caitlyn and Janna will have a small advantage. They barely took any damage to begin with, thanks to great plays by the Janna. Then again, they will assist their Mundo in getting blue fairly quickly, smiteless of course, so he will be able to gank and help out the other lanes as quickly as possible, so good for them. Of course, Blitzcrank, if he's able to pull the Janna, they will be able to do a lot of damage regardless. And yes, indeed, it is quite a good name, Mr. Peanut Smurf. So then, Orianna in the middle. Weirdly enough, she's named Nosferataus. And she's fighting Nosferatu himself. So, Orianna in the middle. Mundo, as I said before, will be jungling. Not level 3, so... Oh, that's pretty bad for him. Apparently, someone took some experience for him. And Renekton on top, so that will be quite hard for the poor little Rengar. We shall see. The gank is coming in, and oh no, Rengar jumped in onto the Renekton. Renekton not paying that much attention. Rengar with a quick jump towards his ally, the Zac, who is level 3. Now Mundo leveled as well, but it is just too little too late. Will Zac be able to get the kill onto the Rengar, the Renekton? Yes, indeed. So that will be a double kill for blue team. However, on the bottom lane, something happened as well. So, let's go back and see the kill onto Janna, shall we? You did not see the Ezreal die there. And apparently it happened even more than 15 seconds ago. So, here we have Blitzcrank being level 2 and all that. There isn't a ward in that brush, so Janna has no idea. Blitzcrank could easily just go in and knock her up. Instead, he's going to pull like a Blitzcrank should. He could have just walk towards her and knock her up, and if she walked away, then pull. Now he needs to use his own flash, and it's going to be Ezreal needing to run away using his barrier. Caitlyn with the chase. Barrier is now gone. She didn't want to auto attack because that would be silly. Will he be able to run away? No, he will not. Spoiler alert, you could have known that for far too long. Now it's Blitzcrank going towards the Vladimir, but Vladimir isn't interested at all. Neither is Caitlyn. She wants to farm. So, wait, someone else on blue team died? Oh yes, of course, wait. No. Wait, yes, sorry, I was confused. The Ezreal died, yeah. Sorry for that, I was a little bit confused, not anymore. And oh, Zac once more, again with amazing fling shots. Ignite will do as much damage as possible. The auto attack's trying to do something, but it won't be enough. Orianna surviving, had to use her flash though. So if Zac wants to go in another round with the slingshot, he will be able to do so. However, for now, he is standing on a ward. So is Mundo though, funnily enough. So both of the Vladimir and the Orianna had money for one ward, and both of the enemy junglers decide to stand on top of those wards. Oh, Rengar in a very bad position there. Of course, Mundo is approaching as well, using his battle ward to heal him just ever so slightly. But pings are going down like crazy for Rengar. They did know that Mundo walked away from the middle and that he missed his cleaver. So Rengar knows more than enough. Another pull coming in from Blitzcrank, I think, but it is in favor of blue team for now. Another slingshot going in from the Zac, making everything possible in every single lane. Ezreal trying to run away, but his flash is on cooldown, and so is his arcane shift. Janna taking the kill. Middle lane now, it's Vladimir trying to get the quick kill onto Orianna, but he no longer has Ignite. So it's Orianna soloing the Vladimir even, as Rengar just throws down a little savagery onto the Renekton. You know how the French say, savagery. I think it exists in French, I'm not too certain. That's the thing though, a lot of English words actually exist in French, and sometimes they don't, and it's kind of silly. You need to find out which one does and which one don't. So Rengar, of course, playing like a Rengar should, just jumping onto his enemies, but I don't think he will survive. Actually, a flash away there by the Renekton into a brush. That is the area Renekton loves to go, and oh, Zac trying to go cheeky onto the Orianna. Didn't work out. Will Orianna's auto attacks be more than enough? One more to go, and yes, indeed, a quick kill onto the Zac as Rengar still survives the Mundo. He's just juking it out left to right. He can use them. Oh, he almost was able to jump onto the minions. Will use the battle roar to heal a little bit. As Dynamic Camera says, bottom lane is where it's at, Nightspectre. No, it's not Dynamic Camera. It's here. As Rengar is probably going to jump onto a minion if required. And, well, he didn't succeed. Mundo finally with the kill, making him level 5. Rengar finally dying, though he did wonderfully. He made it so that, at the very least, Mundo wasted a lot of time there, though because Zac died in the middle, he wasn't able to counter jungle the Mundo at all. So it worked out in the end, Mundo, don't be scared. Blitzcrank returning into the lane. He could have pulled there, but it would have been cheeky nevertheless. He's just going toward every single brush in existence. Not that Janna is that cheeky though when she stands into a brush. Caitlyn, perfect movement behind the minion, but oh my god, great timing by Blitzcrank. The minute the minion was dead, he went in for the grab, giving the kill to Ezreal, and he's not done yet. Oh, guess what he is? Zac was approaching. He was spotted by this pink ward over Hiero, so they should know. Pings are going down onto his pretty little face, so they do know. As I'm going to increase the audio for me at least, because I can't hear nothing at all. Nothing at all. Zac now going back for Orianna. Keep in mind, Mundo is there as well. Mundo not yet level 6 though, or is he? I can't see. Orianna now getting caught by the Vladimir ult and of course the Zac, but it is not enough. It's not enough in the least. Ignite going down onto Vladimir's face. It should be enough. Vladimir ghosting, surviving with the health potion. Zac needs to flash away though. Wasn't as lucky as Vladimir, but in the end he still survived. So it looked grim at first for Orianna. Then it looked grim for Vladimir, and then for Zac. So it's a win for Red Team, because I didn't say it looked grim for the Mr. Dr. Mundo. But in the end, nobody died, so great plays by both teams. 6-6, only a 300 gold, 200 gold, 300 gold differentiation for blue team. So it's not that, it's nobody's game, is what I want to go and say. Zac going for a, oh, that almost would have worked, mate. I knew what he was thinking, being a Blitzcrank player myself. It could have worked. It really could. Oh, I pressed the wrong button there. I wanted to do this one so that we could see Zac going in with the Let's Bounce. Probably an amazing elastic slingshot there, getting pretty much everyone there. And this is a double kill. It's the double, not the double kill Red Team needs, but the double kill it deserves. Blue Team. Well, they need it, and they needed it more than they deserve, really. But they deserve it nevertheless. I did something stupid there. Doesn't matter, 1,000 gold lead for blue team, and they want to make it a 2,000 gold lead. They are going for dragon. There is a pink ward there, giving vision to the Orianna and the Mundo, saying, hey, if you want to be cheeky, you could go for it. It's an 8 minute and 30 seconds dragon. They aren't tanky enough to do it safely, lad. And Mundo knows this, so he's going in. Dragon still attacking the Zac there. The Orianna ultimate knocking back the Janna, so she will not survive. Caitlyn trying to do something onto Orianna, dodging the balls, so that's pretty great. But the auto attacks of Orianna do damage as well. Keep that in mind. So Janna actually surviving there. Zac surviving as well. Blitzcrank now coming down. Ezreal is there as well. Who will Blitzcrank pull? Nobody, because he gets knocked towards the Zac. The Ezreal ult and the Blitz auto attack will give them 1 kill. Will they get a second? A red buff Blitzcrank slowing down the Vladimir. He will not get away. Janna now trying to run away. If the overdrive of Blitzcrank is off cooldown, he will be able to grab her, but Ezreal is blocking his path. No, Ezreal, you silly mongoose, you. But Ezreal, of course, going arcane shift in. Blitzcrank accidentally taking the kill with his passive, will not survive, but he gets executed, so who cares? I know Blitzcrank doesn't care, because he got a kill out of it, and a quicker recall to the base. So great play by Red Team, knowing that Dragon was a little bit too soon. However, Blue Team did great as well, getting a lot of kills considering they were doing Dragon. They were tanking him for quite a while. They were low on health as well. Of course, Janna is perfect for kiting, as well as in a way Zac is. Then again, so is Mundo. Ezreal doing so much damage onto Caitlyn, it's insane. He went for, well, he is going for the Spirit of the Elder Lizard, which is such a great item on Ezreal. Oh, Bullet Strike onto Renekton, though Rengar is not yet willing to go in yet. winning his lane rather hard though. Renekton going in with the dominance though, and the ignite. Slice and dices through the Rengar. He is invisible. He is just standing in the same position. Was not spotted by a minion, however. He is now. Will the Renekton be able to get the kill? Rengar needs to flash away. Mundo needs to hit one single cleaver, but I don't think he will succeed. Zac is blocking every position possible to hit the cleaver. He will auto-attack it though, together with the Burning Agony. And, well, that was a little bit of a pity indeed for the Rengar. He might have gotten away, to be honest. But in the end, it was hard to do. Escaping a Mundo is very hard. Caitlyn doing golems. Does Blitzcrank know this, though? He will just destroy a ward, so he will not go in deeper, not trying to find a near-death Caitlyn. Ezreal low as well, but he has blue buff, and he might actually go in deep onto Janna if Blitzcrank would be there. For now, he isn't, though he is approaching. He warded the dragon. Will almost pull her, though. He could just go in, walk in, and knock her up, though. Will he do that? Well, the minions are now dead, so it would be a very bad timing there. Zac wanted to gank onto the Orianna, but instead just walks away. He couldn't reach her quick enough. So this should be a dive onto Janna. She still has... No, Monsoon is still on cooldown, but Ezreal actually wants to recall. He has enough money for the Spirit of the Elder Lizard, or, of course, a Brutalizer. He should be able to get a Brutalizer easily. Or both! Why not both? Oh no, of course. Spirit of the Elder Lizard changed. It's no longer the pickaxe that's needed, but two normal longswords. So yes, indeed, Spirit of the Elder Lizard, he might go for a Team of the Goddess now, we shall see. That's normally how the build goes these days, though. As long as you build damage, you don't really need the Team of the Goddess. And if you get blue buff from the enemy jungler, then you most definitely don't need it. So the gold is finally evening up. Both red team and blue team are quite on the same position. Orianna trying to hit her ball will not succeed. She's a hard champion to play with, man. I realize that. So, as I wanted to check the farm, I realized I forgot to place these fellas again, but it will be done quickly enough, and there we go, and there we go, and there we go. So, Orianna out farming the Vladimir by a lot, which is quite a thing. Of course, Orianna with her ball and dissonance can do so much damage. Oh, run away, Mundo, using his ultimate correctly though, but will it be enough? Vladimir with... well, that was a quick kill. And he only needed to use his, the Tides of Blood, yes, the Tides of Blood to get the kill. Caitlyn, of course, with her huge poke, but oh, she gets grabbed there. Ezreal now flashes away with the Arcane Shift. It will be enough. No, it will not. And great Monsoon by Janna. One side good charm, and, well, the accent at the very least. Of course, the pull must almost be off cooldown once more. 1 second remaining. Blitzcrank not going to pull, though. Just going to stand on another snap trap. Just in case, it could be very annoying indeed. And Rengar just playing with the Renekton there. He can't do anything at all. He is leveling his... No, he isn't even leveling his Battle Roar first. Oh yeah, right, change that. The scale doesn't increase at all. Blitzcrank with the... Well, trying to go in onto the Janna. Flashed over the wall there to safety. Zac going in onto Renekton though. He uses Dominus. Zac taking a whole lot of damage there. And Renekton still surviving. Going to flash towards the Rengar. But Rengar will die. Great play there by the Dr. Mundo. But oh my, Vladimir getting a kill as well. So this game is so tight. If Orianna would have been able to get this Janna, we'd still be equal. And oh my, Zac, are you certain you can kill a Mundo like that? He actually regrets that, there's no doubt about that. He says, let's bounce, Mundo. I have regen, you have regen, we both regen. And oh my, the Agony might actually kill Mundo there. The Cleaver not hitting there. Too bad Mundo isn't able to hit those cleavers, because they're the most important spell of them all for Mundo. He can use Cleaver now if he doesn't have enough health, but that means he needs to be extra careful, for he can almost kill himself. Slingshot going in, won't hit. Zac still needs to be careful as well. Orianna is relatively close. She can use the Dissonance to get in closer, and Zac actually going towards the river. They have perfect vision on it though, so it shouldn't matter at all. Mundo recalling as well. So then, the gold is dead even. Blue team did have a kill more than red team, but red team, as I said before, is out farming blue team like silly. The Orianna is out farming the Vladimir so much. It's already about 40 minions, which is a lot, trust me. That's like almost 3 champion kills. And it's probably going to increase even more. Vladimir is going to gank top, trying to get the money out of it, but if he fails, if he doesn't succeed, then he will just waste even more time and waste even more farm. So it needs to work out. There are 3 players going in onto Renekton. He's slicing, dicing. The Zac, of course, trying to bounce him up, but he is relatively close. Of course, he has his passive. So that ignite was a little bit of a waste there. Great play by the Zac, wasting the ignite onto the of Renekton. But because of course there are a lot of players on top, they are going to take Dragon. Easily, I might say. Orianna's auto attacks doing as much damage as they want. Mundo using his ultimate to not take any damage at all, and that will be a quick Dragon. So as I said before, not worth it if you aren't able to get the kill onto Renekton, especially if you need 3 players for it. So great play by red team. Renekton surviving, which is important as well. Noticing that he would have died if he didn't slice and dice at that exact moment. Orianna now fighting a Vladimir, though she is 2 levels ahead. She is out farming him quite a bit. Not with champion kills though. Which is actually weird that she is able to just control her lane so much. Is now going to get a gank on together with Mundo, but Zac is there as well. The Vladimir ult, of course, increasing the damage Zac is able to do. Orianna with the Dissonance will increase her movement speed. Mundo trying to tank as much as possible, but it will give the kill to the Orianna. So Mundo dying like a hero. Orianna should now have double buffs as well, so that should be awesome, yes indeed. She will be a force to reckon with. Blitzcrank earlier on, whilst I was talking, because a lot of stuff is happening in this game. Ooh, Caitlyn wants to go in deep. Does she have the ace in the hole? She does not. Ah, she could have gotten the kill if she did. Which means that poor old Janna is all by herself. Will she be able to use a perfect gust? Yes, indeed. And oh, a great monsoon as well. She did use it offensively and not defensively, meaning that she will die in the end no matter what. It was fun to see though. It was cheeky play, but she should have waited on... there was no escape, to be honest. The minute she was pulled and the Howling Gale was not able to knock both the Ezreal and the Blitzcrank, it did knock out the Ezreal. It's a great play on that part, but yeah, she was caught in the end. It's weird that Caitlyn decides to go to the middle and not to the bottom to prevent the blue team from snowballing a little bit out of control. For now, Mundo is on her tail. She already used her 90 caliber net to just walk away a short mile, so she will die. A very great protect there going down from Orianna. She has a red buff as well. It won't be enough though. Rengar trying to use his ultimate to jump onto the Mundo, but Riot changed it. You know when he's coming. And well, Mundo noticing this will still die though. Orianna wants to go in deep onto the Vladimir. 2 more auto attacks should get the kill. It will. The ignite won't be enough, and she should survive. Indeed, she will protect her minion damage there. Great plays by Orianna so far. She was having trouble in the beginning of the game because, well, she is an Orianna. Of course, with her auto attack she can obtain lane control, but against a Vladimir who can just drain it back up again, it was hard for her. She is doing great. The farming she did for her game is turning it around because, to be honest, I thought blue team was ahead in the beginning of this game, and they probably were. They were doing dragons cheekily in the beginning, so that must mean they were ahead, or at least they thought they were ahead as well. And hey, if you think you're ahead, then by gosh darn it, you will feel you're ahead and you will become ahead. Too bad they were a little bit too cheeky though. The dragon making it so that red team was able to climb closer towards their gold, and now they're 2000 gold ahead on blue team, which is great. Great considering. Considering as well that Renekton is having such a hard lane with Rengar there. He did go for the early Sunfire Cape, giving him a lot of health and armor, meaning of course that Rengar's damage will be reduced a little bit. Mundo of course with great ganks as well, though Zac of course as blue team's jungler did the same. Rengar, does he have his ultimate? He has not, so he's just going to die quickly there. So great gank by Mundo. Zac going in onto the Ezreal and Blitzcrank, though Ezreal is quite fat there. Zac, be careful. Vladimir is close though, but so is Orianna. Great pull by Blitzcrank combined with the flash there. Oh my god! The Orianna shockwave there missing there, but Janna saving the Blitzcrank. The ultimate missing there from Vladimir. The ball slowing down Vladimir. He will die. It is going to be a killing spree for Orianna. Blitzcrank surviving though, so okay. Sorry for that. The Hammer Flake did manage to land, but that flash pull by Blitzcrank was awesome. Mundo. Why do I call you Nunu? You're Mundo. Yeah, nice shield there by Orianna. Able to block the entirety of the ace in the hole. Orianna wants to go deep. She gets exhausted though. Mundo will die. Orianna will die. It's a shutdown. At all that time, of course, Renekton was all by himself, so he will just take the tower quickly enough. Zac wants to go in deep once more. He is unstoppable. However, so is Ezreal, mate. You want to go in deep? I will kill you. Ezreal apparently did go for the Tear of the Goddess, which is great indeed. It works well with Ezreal, so that will mean he will have a Muramana relatively close. And oh, the Howling Gale not able to hit there. That would have at least prevented Ezreal from doing something tricky. Dear God, Ezreal, you are going for every item in the game, aren't you? So, he now has the build spot Cutlass, which means he's also going for the Blade of the Rune King. He has the Sheen, so he is going for the Icebone Gauntlets. So he is going to be such a bastard to deal with. He's going to kite you around for all eternity. Of course, Zac and Rengar can jump onto you if they use their ultimates, and well, Zac with a slingshot, so it will be hard to kite them. But then again, that's what you have a support for. Though Blitzcrank, of course, is more of an aggressive support. He pulls the enemies towards you. Then again, it's only one enemy that he will pull, so that means you can insta-give the poor man. Yeah, I'm not too certain what blue team can do, because Janna cannot prevent Blitzcrank from grabbing you, so if Blitzcrank is able to grab someone during the team fights, it will mean a GG, probably. Well, at least a lot of towers will be pushed. Mundo wants to go in deep, Blitzcrank is there as well, the Shockwave not hitting, the Rocket Grab not grabbing. So a pity indeed, at least they wasted a lot of ultimates, but they forced blue team away from their tower, so at the very least they'll get a tower out of it, but if blue team decides to be cheeky, they could go for it. They could become the cheekiness that is blue team. Of course, it was only a Blitzcrank grab and an Orianna Shockwave, so they still need to be careful. If they get grabbed by Blitzcrank, it's over for at least one of them. Blitzcrank going in. Oh, Caitlyn almost netting herself into that one. Too bad, Blitzcrank was a little bit too fast, but blue team, red team considering to push there, blue team trying to do whatever they can. Zac could slingshot in onto the Mundo, but he needs to be very careful. That's an entire team he's slingshotting towards. Is he going to do it? He is! Let's bounce, red team! Zac going in deep onto the Ezreal together with the Rengar. I said that was what they're going to do, and they did it perfectly. Caitlyn with the kill onto Mundo. Janna with the Monsoon healing the Caitlyn a little bit so that she can go on and continue to be awesome. Having the Eye of the Storm onto her face, giving her more attack damage than she could ever wanted. She's going to auto-attack the Blitzcrank. He's trying to juke it out, but you will not be able to juke out an entire blue teammate. So the only survivor is Orianna and the Renekton. Renekton trying to take the waves so that he at least has something to tell his mother when he gets home. Mother, I got the waves today. Great! Great, son! Did you do your homework? Oh, mother! Ah, son! So that will, at the very least, be a dragon for... Well, at the very least, they got a lot of kills out of it as well. So they managed to climb ahead onto red team just a little. But at least they are ahead. This game has been yo-yoing on back and forth around the world. Because I'm a pro with a yo-yo. I'm not. I can't do the around the world even. I'm bad. So then, let's talk itemization for Rengar. Went for the Ravenous Hydra. That will be interesting. I love that item. I was a big supporter of the Peaaanut even before the Hydra existed. So, it's going to be awesome to see. Mundo going for the regeneration, and he has the Locket of the Ancillary. It will assist his team quite a bit. Though I must say, who is going for the Runic Bulwark on your teammate? Blitzcrank could go for it, but for now Blitzcrank went for the Locket of the Ancillary as well. Oh, Rengar wants to go deep onto the Orianna, but it's a trap! A very nice Shockwave, and that will be a kill, getting a ball onto his ass. So, that's the thing Rengar has been doing quite a lot recently, is being caught. Though he is a top laner, so being caught isn't all that bad. Just check out Gambit, Dorian gets caught all the time, yet they still win. So it's not that bad for a top laner to get caught. It means that, well, blue team needs to do something about it though. If there are always 2 players going on top to get the kill onto the Rengar, that means that there are 3 players of red team remaining, and 4... I saw that one, Zac. Oh, doesn't matter, Caitlyn was doing them, so he did it on purpose, which is why he laughed. So what I was going to say is that then blue team can counter their kill onto top by going in onto a player on red team, because they are 4v3, they can do it. And they have the perfect team for it. Zac can go in whenever he pleases, as you can see right about now. He wants the minions, he will get them. Just some unstable matter combined with the slingshot will give him the kill. So then, I'm wondering what blue team can do though. They did great. They focused the Ezreal, they will always focus him. Ezreal now has the Blade of the Wound King. He can use the active to heal himself and slow down one of the pursuers that's on top of him. That won't be enough though. If he has the Icebrand gauntlets though, he might be able to escape them. Though what Red Team really needs to do is that Blitzcrank needs to peel for him. Blitzcrank needs to be there next to him to knock up the Rengar and then to pull away the Zac. Because else he will die. There's no escape for Ezreal. Rengar has too much damage, and to be honest, Zac has too much damage as well. He has a very aggressive build, has the Runic Bulwark though, which is great to have. Red Team doesn't have the Runic Bulwark yet, and judging from their builds, they aren't going to have it for a long time as well. So they have a slight advantage in team fights, item-wise. And they have Caitlyn, who goes for a full-on damage build, whilst the Ezreal is going for a full-on utility build, still doing a lot of damage though. That's the Ezreal build, man. You go for the Spirit of the Elder Lizard, you go for the the Blade of the Rune King, you go for the Tear of the Goddess and turn into a Muramana. Caitlyn, of course, surviving, placing down a good trap, and then, of course, using her 90 Carbonate to get away. So, oh no! God, that grab was close! It should have hit, though. It's such a small corridor. Oh well, it happens. It happens, man. Mundo now getting caught, though. Mundo is not the guy you want to catch. Zac not going in with the slingshot, so great play by him, not clicking the damn thing. So the entirety of Red Team is combined together. Blue Team is a little bit more spread out, so they need to be careful not getting caught, which is the thing that Blitzcrank is good at. He excels at grabbing people. Of course, he needs to hit. Oh, Renekton, be careful there, mate. You can't take that much damage, and that's going to be Renekton fighting for his life. Greatman soon going down by the Janna, healing the team. Renekton still surviving, will die to the... Oh, Blitzcrank, you son of a gun. Great pull on to the Caitlyn. The Rengar is going in so deep with the Ravenous Hydra, doing so much combined damage. Ezreal is still in the fray though. He is going to Arcade Shift out of the slingshot. So great play. It's not over yet. Janna will die. The Zac will die as well. Oh, Ezreal going in crazy mode. Actually, the Zac is not dead yet, and they need to be very careful, for Rengar might kill them all. He is going for it. Blitzcrank not going to be able to pull, for Zac has arrived. Blitzcrank surviving, but the Bullet Strike will give the double kill to the Rengar. So Ezreal unable to go further. So great play there, Zac, using your passive perfectly, even though you don't even need to click it because it's a passive. Nevertheless, great plays indeed. He used his powers correctly. He knew that he could die, and he used it perfectly. Same way if you play with an Anivia, boys, just do it. I played Anivia recently, and combined with the Trundle, it's so funny. You can pretty much wall up the entire lane combined with a pillar. True story, we did it. It was hilarious. Where was I? So, why not talk about itemization a little bit more? Still no signs of a Runic Bulwark onto the Red Team, which is kinda bad. Though at the very least, it would seem that Renekton is going... Oh my god, Rengar! That's the power of a Rengar, of course. There's nothing you can do about it, to be honest. But nevertheless, I was going to talk about the itemization of Red Team for now. For Renekton is going for the Random Zone, which is great. Mundo still not going for Runic Bulwark though. Instead, he is going to go for the Spirit of the Ancient Golem, which is a good item to have. He doesn't have Tenacity yet, and Tenacity is so great onto a Mundo. Combined with the Burning Agony, there's no slowing him down. So be wary, Janna, be wary. Ezreal, of course, is now probably going for the Icebrand Gauntlets. He doesn't have the money for it though. Oh, actually he built the Mana Mune, so his mana will increase rapidly, for auto attacks will now increase his mana pool as well as spells, which Ezreal does both. Dragon will be taken in account of the blue team, so they will pull ahead ever so slightly. 4,000 gold, which isn't all that much at the 29th minute mark, but it will be something. Caitlyn taking the blue buff, because she's pretty much the only champion that uses blue. I might even say give it to Janna. It will reduce her cooldowns, and she will be able to support even better. Then again, she is a support, and support must do the dirty work. You need to play as well as possible with as least resources possible. Which she's doing quite well. She even went for Stark's Fervor, which is such a nice item for your AD carry and, well, your Rengar as well. But it's such a boring item to have on the support because You don't auto-attack. You don't need a lifesteal, so it's quite cheeky to go for it. But it worked out in the end. Oh my god, Caitlyn doing so much damage on Mundo. He is tanky, so that's just impressive. Rengar is counter-pushing though, so it is a 4v5. But I don't think blue team cares. Vladimir going in deep, killing one. Well, it's actually Zac getting the kill there. Janna not able to hit anyone with the Howling Gale. It doesn't matter. She did manage to slow down the Blitzcrank, but her team isn't interested in Blitzcrank. So now it's going to be Ezreal turning it around. Zac does not have his passive yet, but I don't think he cares. Ezreal doesn't have enough lifesteal. The shields of Janna will prevent as so much. And oh, Blitzcrank, you should have returned a little bit earlier there, mate. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Janna with the kill. She has a double buff now, so finally she has a blue buff she deserves. And finally, she has some use of her Stark's Feather for her auto attacks. Will at least do something. Zac dying though. Orianna is still in the fray with the kill once more. A little bit too cheeky there, but Rengar is still pushing bottom. And that's going to be an inhibitor destroyed. So in the end, it's still worth it for blue team, though it would have been worth it way more if they just backed off after they got the kill onto the Ezreal. Which they should. Of course, when you're ahead, it's very easy to be overconfident and think, we can take this, we can do this. They forgot Orianna was still there. She didn't have mana, she didn't have health, but boy, did she have the balls. I see what I did there, because I'm me. Still, red team is ahead by 1 kill. They are still behind by about 4,500 gold. Which isn't all that bad. I still believe in you, red team. You still have the potential. But keep in mind, if Rengar would have been there, that fight would have been complete destruction. Rengar could have actually killed the Blitzcrank there. Instead, he's going to use his ultimate, trying to find a prey. Will find Ezreal. He could kill him instantly. Ezreal should know this. He died earlier on to the Rengar. So Ezreal dying. Caitlyn is there as well. I don't think Rengar is able to tank all that much damage though against 4 players. So he will walk away. Mundo now with the chase onto Caitlyn. Not able to hit a damn cleaver though. So instead, he's going to do it point blank, which should work. Oh, a nice pull there by Vladimir. He didn't use his Ember Flake because it is on cooldown. It doesn't matter. Let's bounce. Going in for the kill. Unstable matter with Slingshot, yo. Grabbing the Orianna, though. He's now going to run away. A very nice little shockwave. And well, it didn't matter in the end. Janna is there. Will give the kills to Caitlyn, of course. It's going to be a Baron, apparently, as I knock away a bottle. So Caitlyn, of course, can do Baron from all over there, so she can auto-attack. Yes, that's a perfect sweet spot there, Caitlyn. So she will auto-attack the Baron, Zac will tank it, and Vladimir will probably take over, because he has full health, and he is quite tanky as well. He can regen very fast, as you can see. Boy, do you have spell vamp! And he does, he has a Hextech Revolver. I'm not too sure what he's going to turn it into, though. He might be a gentleman and turn it into a Will of the Ancients, or he might be like Zac and say, I'm gonna turn it into a Spirit of the Spectral Wraith as well. You know, it's a better item. Though, actually, Vladimir doesn't really need the regen abilities that the Spectral Wraith gives you. It reduces the cooldown of Smite, which isn't all that great for him as well. And, well, damage dealt to monsters, I don't think he cares. So, alright, the cooldown reduction is nice, but the mana regeneration isn't all that good. So maybe Vladimir will go for the Will of the Ancients, which would be great, because Zac will then gain even more spell vamp. So that would be awesome. Rengar going in for a quick kill onto the Orianna, doesn't decide to jump. He could have done it though, but oh my, the shockwave didn't even went through. That's a lot of damage. And he's not done yet, now he's going in onto the... Oh my god! Rengar now running away, but his team is there. He doesn't need to be all that scared. Blitzcrank with the pull will get flashed out of though. And oh, slingshotting in like the hero he is. Will find himself a Dr. Mundo though. But the rest of blue team is pushing the middle lane. Rengar is still in the fray. He hasn't given up yet. He should be a little bit more cheeky than that. He has a Janna, she can shield him. The damage of red team isn't all that big. Both Orianna and Ezreal died, so he can go in, will use the Battle War to heal, and Janna again with his cheeky kill. Don't mind it, Janna. It's pretty hard to kill steal with a Janna anyway, unless of course you use Zephyr, in which case I like your style. So, I don't think that red team can do anything about this anymore. There's still 10 seconds remaining for the Ezreal, and still 40 for Mundo, so Blue team going to destroy each and every inhibitor in the game, so it will be even harder for red team to do anything about it. Great shockwave though. Caitlyn will survive through a great Monsoon of Janna, baby. And Zac and Vladimir going in deep. Vladimir dying. Rengar with a quick jump onto the Blitzcrank though. Did he get pulled or something? I don't know. I don't think so. He just jumped. I think he had his ultimate. Yeah, he did. So it doesn't matter anyway. It's going to be a GG for blue team. Zac doing a little cha-cha-cha. A cha-cha-cha. A cha-cha-cha. And a cha-cha-cha. For the GG for blue team. They played perfectly. Rengar, of course, with the Ravenous Hydra doing so much damage. What I've seen happen before is if a Rengar goes for a Blade of the Divine, which is 3 instant critical strikes if you activate it, which is scary as well. So if he would have gone for that item as well, there would have been no survive. But it wasn't necessary. He could have one-shot pretty much 2 players with in a single turn. So why would he go for even more damage? He could have built tank after this. He didn't though. So guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.